Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Tarot. Let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. There you are, sir. We greatly appreciate you being here. All right, the totem for this message is going to be an ironclad beetle. I do have some word that I'm going to share with you all. I'm going to read Psalm 16. It is 11 verses. Guard me, O El, for in you do I put my trust. O my soul, you have said to Yahuwah, you are my Adonai. My goodness extends not to you, but to the Kodashim that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after other Elohim. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. Yahuwah is the portion of my inheritance and of my cup. You maintain my lot. The lines are fallen to me in pleasant places. Yeah, I have a goodly heritage. I will bless Yahuwah, who has given me counsel. My mind also instructs me in the night seasons. I have set Yahuwah always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoices. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For you will not leave my soul in Sheol, neither will you suffer your Holy One to see corruption. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. I caught something out the corner of my eye as I was closing it. Yahuwah, who shall abide in your tabernacle? Okay, so I noticed a cool synchronicity that happened with one of my recent readings. So I had mentioned something in one of my recent readings. I had mentioned diamond. I said you were harder than a diamond, right? Now, before I even sat down and recorded that reading, I had gotten a huge intuitive nudge about something about diamond DNA activating for those in the collective. And I didn't mention it in any of the readings I recorded that day. But then it kind of synchronistically came up as I was talking about the hardness of a diamond and someone in the collective being very tough. Notice the totem is a, ironclad beetle. So we still on that hard, tough energy. Okay. Also, I'd recently given a shout out to Chiron, and I had noticed that our videos that we had posted on the same day, literally we both talked about diamonds and nothing being harder than diamond. And I was like, all right, that's a synchronicity. Like something's lining up. It's not a coincidence that we both just happened, because the messages were, our own messages. It's not like we're copying each other, but we definitely picked up on some similar things. And I was like, all right, maybe I need to revisit that other download. Something else that drew my attention, and I did share this with a personal client the other night, and I do think this is also relevant for individuals in the collective as well. I was drawn to this crystal for some reason. I've had it for some time. It's been sitting on my altar. I haven't really worked with it in a while. It's just kind of been sitting there. I forgot the actual name of this crystal, but I do remember when I bought it, what the person told me about it. They told me that this crystal is oftentimes nicknamed fire and ice. And she said that the reason for that is that this crystal can only be formed in extreme hot and cold temperatures. And it's the instant hot and cold that tempers this crystal and makes it very clear and extremely hard. So it's very rare. It makes it pretty, makes it valuable, and it literally can only be formed in the middle of two most extreme, diverse circumstances: extreme hot and cold. Fire and ice alchemize this beautiful gem. You see where I'm going with all of this? So there's something about this pressure, this heat, this almost like, I think pressure would be a better word, because I almost said energetic beatdown. And it's not quite like that. But when I was thinking that word, I was thinking about when you're outside in the heat of a summer day and the sun is beating down on you. That's what I meant by like an energetic beatdown. It's like you do feel the pressure of the light, of the heat, of the fire in the air. You can wake up each day and realize we are in a different world. And it's wonderful and it's exciting. And many people are unraveling things about themselves and healing layers upon layers and, cutting cords. And it's a wonderful, glorious journey that we're all a part of. And I appreciate you all so much for being here. Thank you. Sincerely. Okay. I really do feel like there is something about diamond, and I've channeled a reading, like it was probably one of like about a year or more ago, about liquid diamond light, like 12D Christos liquid diamond light. And I remember being shown that like coming in through the higher realms through the crown, and someone had achieved a frequency where they were accessing that. This download feels like due to the pressure of light, like literally the pressure of light, of photons, of like there's just a lot of charge, a lot of energy. This could be talking about the photon belt. This could be talking about gamma waves. This could be talking about, things from the sun. I'm sure there's a lot of like scientific components going into this. But either way, there's like a pressure cooker, and like you're the egg. You're the egg. You're the egg inside this pressure cooker, and the earth is like the dome around you, keeping you safe. And all this energy is pushing on you, and it's literally forming something in your body. It's crystallizing into diamond DNA. I don't know if everyone is necessarily tapping into this, and I wonder if this is like part of an armor that God's chosen ones will have, because it's something about this, the properties of this diamond light. It's undamageable. You can't scratch it. You can't tarnish it. You can't corrupt it. And it holds so much light. It's iridescent. It's beautiful. And there's something about this being you. You are turning into that diamond. You are that diamond under all this pressure. All right. So some of you may have literally been through battles, spiritual combat, war, battling the dark your entire life. Why is that? Why is it that your life has been so exceedingly challenging compared to the majority that you can see outside of yourself, right? Like why is yours just so absurdly ridiculous? Like why is it since the time you were goo goo gagging, you was also battling demons? Like that's ridiculous. Come on now. Like what is this? This one like Hercules babies kind of stuff going on. Like it's not fair, but it's okay. You're God's children and you're protected. All right. All right. So what I am sensing is that there are individuals that may either you're experiencing a bit of relief from the spiritual warfare and combat, even though you are plenty aware of it going on, but it seems to just not be touching you. And I think that's because you have activated this diamond armor. It can't touch you. It just bounces right off of you. It's wonderful. I love this diamond armor on you. Okay. For others of you, if you have been through battles your entire life and you have noticed here recently, it's been even heavier, even tougher. Like it's just been like round one, fight. You drink some water and you're back at it again, round two. And it's like, fuck, like 365 days of this shit, yo. Like, all right, don't throw in the flag. Don't throw in the flag. I want you to understand something. You are an incredible soul. You carry a very powerful light. And even when you weren't aware of yourself. There were entities in this world that hated you because they knew exactly what you were destined to do. So they attacked you your entire life. Now, these entities would love to convince you that they're wearing you down, that they're tearing you down, that they are conquering over you, that they have power over you, that you can't defeat the many as one united in God. But I promise you, they're fucking liars. And you aren't getting weaker. You're getting stronger. Like, all right, for example, sometimes we might say, if I was truly strong, this spiritual battle would have already been over because clearly I'm weak because it's still going on and it's like day 15. And I'm like, all right, but do you understand how many layers there are to this darkness you are transmuting? Do you understand how many dimensions there are that you're clearing out? Like, no, you're not getting weaker. You're reducing it to nothing. You're attacking it in all angles and it's coming right back and trying to hit you in all levels and layers. And it's revealing things to you and you're closing out those cycles and you're healing those wounds and you're chipping away. You're chipping away. You're chipping off the block. I gave a message of wisdom in another reading and I said, if I was training to get stronger and I didn't exercise until muscle failure, did I fail or did I succeed in getting stronger? You're not getting weaker. You're getting stronger. You're being fortified and you're conquering this evil. You will succeed. You will conquer. You came here to transmute this darkness. That's why the darkness has been attacking you nonstop your entire life. And for some of you, it's too late because you've already activated your diamond light. And that's exactly what they were trying to prevent because they knew the moment that you did that, it was too late. There was nothing they could do. So the only thing they could hope to do would be to stop you from getting to that point. Because once when you've activated that, man, woe to them. Woe to them. It's going to be different. We're not going to do things the same way we used to. It's just going to be like that. All right? Won't be no 7-day long battles. Nope. You'll be brought to the light right then and there. Okay. Let's pull a Minology card. Okay. See what Spirit would like you to know. Have faith in your dream. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Spirit wants you to believe in yourself and keep going. Keep going. You are accomplishing more than you realize. And the enemy will try to convince you that it's not feeling it, that it's not hurt, that it's not getting weaker. But literally, the devil is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Everything it says is a lie. All right. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them think you don't have power over this situation because you do. In God, we do. I love it, though. I really love how it's like, that's the thing people don't understand about chosen ones is they literally will incarnate and take on the darkest forces of this world that others can't. And it's constant. It is constant. Now, I had mentioned that some of you may have noticed an increase, like suddenly it's ramping up, and it's because you're about to break through on this diamond light energy too. There's some that have already like fully embodied. There's a spectrum. There's a little bit of a layer, right? You know, a scale of this, because this is a collective reading. If you have noticed that things have eased up and you've experienced relief and your armor has gotten stronger, and even if you are aware of the spiritual warfare and combat, you're not having to break a sweat or lift a finger, that is probably because you have fully activated this diamond light energy that I am sensing, this diamond DNA or this diamond armor. Now, for others of you, if you have noticed that it's been like this darkness seems to be like squeezing the hell out of you and it's been attacking the shit out of you like extra this past little bit, it's ramping up. You're speeding up. You're speeding up. The devil isn't getting stronger. You're killing it faster. Does that make sense? It's not getting stronger. you're taking it down quicker so you can make this jump. Or it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a quickening of energy. You're getting closer and closer and closer to this like synapse or this collapse, this light. And I don't know, it's exponential. It gets faster. So yeah, it might seem a little more intense. But that's because you're literally like taking on the brunt last end of what needs to, so we can clear this energy out and activate your diamond light. And then your armor is like mirrored reflective. It's really cool. It has so many different properties. Like it can hold electric charge for one. Like it's very hard, it's iridescent, it's shiny, nothing can scratch it, it's reflective, things just bounce right back off of it. Like it's the truth. Like it's just, it holds so much information in it too. Okay, let's pull an oracle real quick, see what else Spirit would like you to know. They want you to know that you're being prepared for a new life. That is what you're being prepared for, a new life. You're fated for this. This is what you were fated for. You literally incarnated for this moment, to defeat the darkness and achieve peace in your life. Because, all right, that's the thing I haven't touched on. What's on the other side of this diamond armor and light? Well, the one thing that I really do sense in my waters and my sacral and my lower chakras is peace. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that level of peace. It is so stable, comfortable, unmovable, unshakable, calm. I'm at peace. Now, I'm not saying that like that just means all of a sudden everything in the world is just perfect. No, but you are. So who cares? Like that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like it doesn't matter what's around you at this point because you've achieved something so great within you. Is that new life card? No, it wasn't, but I thought it was. We had chaos and conflict coming out 33, and then time for a nap and regeneration. So yeah, there's been a lot of chaos and conflict. You are tackling this demon, this darkness, these entities. You are driving them out. You're driving them away. You're chipping off layer and layer of this darkness. You're transmuting it. You're alchemizing your pain. You're really just, you're turning into a diamond, and it's beautiful. Take some time to rest as well. Make sure you drink some water, please. All right, especially with spiritual warfare, especially with DNA upgrades, especially with ascension, especially if you resonate with being an egg inside a pressure cooker of like light and waves and photons. And yeah, drink some water, please, or you'll feel bad. Like that's why I'm stressing it, because you'll literally feel like you're dying if you don't. So please drink water, extra, more than you normally would. Okay, regeneration and come to the edge. I feel like there's something about like balancing this dance on the edge. It's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know, I'm being reminded of how like monks would just walk up a mountain, like just barefoot, just walk up a mountain, like no rope, no gear, no climbing, just defy gravity. Just, I don't know, just locked in with those toe grippers and chi muscles, and they just ground to the mountain and walk up it like it's nothing. Other people, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen what I'm talking about, but it looks funny. It looks cool. Like it's, other people are like getting beat up by gravity and they're just above it. The monks are above gravity. They're not concerned about it. That's what I'm seeing. It's like the edge of the sword, you know? And I think I've mentioned the edge of the sword a few weeks ago. And before, when I mentioned it, it felt heavy. It felt pressured. It felt daunting. It felt like you were living on the edge in like an anxious kind of way almost, you know? This isn't. This is like, I live for the edge. I like the edge. The edge is where I'm comfortable. I like living on the edge of the blade, right on the edge of the sword, right where I'm right in the middle of life and death, and slice me in half and meet me in the truth. Like that's where I like to be. That's where I'm comfortable. I'm elegant there. I can dance back and forth. I can balance the light and dark. That's, look, I don't know. Someone's achieved some kind of like deep knowing about themselves. A deep knowing about themselves. Wow. Okay. Healing. Lots of healing has taken place here and is still taking place. What's interesting about this is I'm seeing, all right, so like if you're diamond now, right? Like your body and you are like just diamond. Okay. And then let's look at your chakras, each being like lights, colored lights inside this diamond, you're like a disco ball. You're like a diamond disco ball. I mean, it's a party. Like, look at all that color coming out of you. You're like this. That's why I was like, it's like iridescent rainbows. Like, there's so much spectrums of light coming off of you. So much spectrums of light coming off of you. You like a divine dance party. I'm loving it. And you like living living on edge. This is reminding me of like the those of you that remember the graceful deadly dance that I channeled in that one reading a while back. It's reminding me of that, you know, some spiritual assassin energy, but I love that this beauty is integrated with death. I love how integrated beauty is with death. I love it. It looks so great. It's just like, I don't want to be an enemy to that. I just want to admire it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Someone may connect with some death energies. Definitely feeling Kali Ma in this, so may as well mention it, right? Okay. All right. Hey, why not? You know, I don't normally pull from over here. So why not? Wow, first card I seen was Isis. What would you like the collective to know? My energy changed as soon as I picked this up. I felt it. Horse. Manifestation vortex. Belief makes a manifest. Thoughts attract and create. Ooh, okay. And even the like the eyes in this Horus card are rainbow. Like there's so much light in it. We have Saint Germain, the violent flame. Alchemy, release the old, make way for the new. So you are definitely a visionary. You have the mind, you have the eye to see. You are cleansing. You are connected to the higher realms. And these higher realms, this purple violet way is very powerful and it's very cleansing. And I love I don't know, those of you that have connected with it, it has a feeling to it. Like it has a vibe, and I like that vibe. It's definitely a nice energy. And I think people can even kind of sense like a royalty off of you. Like there's something like biblical or ancient or royal or ascended or deity about you. Like, I don't know. You ever just walk past someone and you're like, that's a god. That's literally a god or goddess incarnated. I know it. Like that's an Orisha, or like that's an ancient Egyptian deity reincarnated. I've seen you before, or like I don't know, like that's I don't know, Paul the Venetian or something, like something like so. I don't know, but people are starting to like, even if they're asleep, like you can't help but smell that. Like, all right, for example, I used to not really have much of a sense of smell. Fortunately, it's slowly starting to come back. I'd lost it due to like years of drug use, so I didn't really have a sense of smell. And so most people would be able to smell things, I wouldn't. The only way I'd be able to smell something is if it was dead or burning. Then I could smell it. I could smell it if it was dead, and I could smell it if it was burning, or if it was something that I wanted. You know, maybe then I could smell it. But other than that, no, I really couldn't smell nothing. Now I'm using this as an example. There are many people that are asleep and just unaware of what's around them. Well, you are so freaking loud. I don't care if they're deaf. I don't care if they're blind. I don't care if they can't smell. I don't care if they can't see, talk, taste. Like, they're going to sense something. All right. If they're blind, they just saw color for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. If they're deaf, they just heard a sound for the first time. And it's like, what was that? I'm really feeling like that's crazy. I wonder if that's what it was like. Can you imagine what it felt like to be in the presence of Yeshua when he was like alive in the flesh? Like just being in his aura. I wonder what that felt like. Was it just like you instantly felt connected to God? Did you just like instantly get activated? Did you instantly feel healed? Did you instantly feel whole? Did you bring breath to center? Like what kind of effect did being around that intense spiritual energy feel like to the normal people around them? The common person. I don't know, but you might start noticing that you are having an effect on the people around you, whether they are aware or asleep or awake. Man, they can tell something with you. So I have noticed something, and I've even asked Trina about it because we like to travel. We travel a lot, and in these travels, sometimes, you get gas or you get food or something in a not so great neighborhood or something along those lines. And I've noticed a phenomenon that I have experienced, and for some reason, people don't want to jump me, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm not an intimidating person. I'm not built. I'm not muscular. I'm not like 7 foot tall. You know, I don't carry a gun. I'm a felon. I can't do that. So I'm not sure why this happens, but it'll be clearly I'm outnumbered. I'm just one person, but for some reason they'll decide not to jump me. They'll want to hit a lick on someone else. They'll see some other white boy coming up in the corner and they'll be like, oh, you ain't from around here. Yeah, let me fuck with you. But then they see me and they realize I don't want to fuck with you. And I've noticed it so many times. Like, why does that happen to me? Why do I go in situations and people will literally just be told to leave me the fuck alone? And I know they're the ignorant kind of person that normally doesn't even listen to that kind of wisdom. But I see it happen in their face. I see them have an idea of wanting to do something, and then I see either them or a friend have a change of heart real quick and tell them no. And, when I've asked Trina in the past, why is this? And she said, it's because of your energy. It's because of your energy. The energy you carry, people can sense it. And it's just, you kind of carry an energy of someone that's important or someone that you shouldn't fuck with. Like, I don't know. It just kind of seems like even if you did fuck with them, you would have some really bad karma on your hands for doing so. And she said, I think people can just kind of sense that about you. Now, I'm not here to talk about myself. I am here to give testimony that others might be able to relate to. Have you ever experienced you having that effect? For example, you might look like someone that could easily be victimized. And you walk past a crowd of some sketchy people, and they normally would be approaching or catcalling or coming up, but for some reason, they just decide not to with you. For some reason, any other person walks by them, they want to, fuck with them or do something, but you walk by and you're probably the most seemingly on the outside, you might seem to be the most easy. But for some reason, people just got this feeling like, not this one. I don't know, man, not that one. Nah, we're not robbing that one. I don't know why, I just feel it. Don't do it. Don't even try with this one. Let them go. Yeah. That's what anointed feels like. I don't care what you believe in and what you don't, but you're going to feel the presence of God when it walks past you. Right? Okay, cool. All right. Thank you. Lady Nada, expanded heart, openness, liberation. Let yourself love and be loved. I don't normally pull from Ascended Master. I just said Paul the Venusian. And here it is, Paul the Venetian. All right. Anyways, I don't normally pull from this, but for some reason, I feel like I needed to. And I feel like it's because this is the energy you're connecting with. This is either what you are, it's what you're connecting with. This is your family. These are your brothers and sisters. Wow. Hanuman, devoted warrior. Let God's love hold you in strength. And that came out with green tar. Wellness, unfolding. Know that healing is a journey. Wow. Holy unions and twin flame energy as well. Animal kingdom energy, earth energy, healing energy, purple violet rays, mind energy, Thoth as well. Okay. Just thought I would point all that out. Let's tap into some tarot real quick. Let's see if there's anything else here I would like you to know. Wow, that Fool card came out explosively. Okay, let me dial that back in. Let's pick this up. All right, it was excited to see me apparently. All right, let's contain ourselves now. There we go. That's what I want to see. Some temperance energy. Okay, so I feel like your energy is popping. Like it's very powerful. It's very intense. So some people might not be able to handle you, and that's okay. Some people might be triggered by you. Some people literally, oh, what the hell is that? You know what I saw? Someone walked past you and they thought something in their head and they started choking and coughing. And it wasn't like you thought that in your head. It wasn't like, I hope you choke, you bitch. It wasn't like that. It was like, I think they were thinking something in their head about you that they weren't supposed to. And they started coughing. They started choking. So someone just randomly just starts hacking a lung near you. And you're like, what the hell? Yeah, they were probably talking shit about you in their head and someone shut them up. I don't know who that was for, but I felt that. Put some respect on the collective name is what I'm hearing. Anointed, okay? anointed, and respected. Devil energy. Judgment. Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you're the diamond. All right. So if you're battling this devil energy, know you can handle it. Know you're exactly the person for the job. All right. It's not going to be easy. Some of you are literally angels or other. There's other things too. Meow. Anyways, moving forward. That was for someone and they needed it. Some of you are literally fighting like the kings or princes of hell. Like you're fighting like the highest of the high of the dark, right? So I mean, you can give yourself credit if in human form, while asleep, while not fully awakened, while not fully activated, while not fully integrated, if it maybe takes you a little longer than a few seconds. I mean, come on. It kind of, I mean, it's make you stronger anyways. All right. Ace of Pentacles. There's a couple energies that just came through this. One of the energies is because you have gone through this emotional healing, you have purged your emotions and you've came into this centered state, this temperance energy. Now you're going to receive abundance. Now you're attracting, or now you're going to be receiving. We got this Ace of Pentacles, right? And this other thing is like, there's this other energy of someone who just refuses to do that. Like they refuse to heal their emotions. They refuse to look at these things. They just hold on to all of it. And it's very murky in there. All their water's very like convoluted and clouded and stuff. And they're watching you receive and they're like, why the fuck is this bitch receiving? And it's like, maybe because they healed and they're not bitter and they're not saying that they're a bitch. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, Nine of Cups. Literally, I'm serious. Nine of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You're receiving. You're receiving. It was through this healing, this activation, you conquering this devil. There's also a huge reward. Huge reward. Y'all, if the battles just got super intense and heavy, push through that shit. Because the other side of this is glorious and you want it because it's peaceful. You want this peace. You want this stability. You want this joy. You want this financial abundance. You have been going through hell for so long. All right? Now, when you complete all of this like victories and you activate like your higher form in the body, you're going to be blessed. One, spirit, God, angels, you're going to be rewarded by your work sevenfold. We already understand that, okay? And if you haven't received it yet, it's going to be worth it when you do, okay? Trust me. Okay, moving forward as well with that, this huge return of energy, we've been talking about it. There's a huge return of energy going on, and that's part of this. All right, so basically, imagine some people are turning into diamonds and some people are turning into rotted fruit. And that's the energy exchange. That's the return of energy. Okay, I think that pretty much just said it, right? All right, so while that's going on, you're also receiving judgment. You're receiving favor from God. You deserve to have whatever you desire. You've sat here and battled your whole life. This was the path of a warrior. It's not an easy one. It's literally no joke. People die out here on this shit. People lose pets. People lose family. This is not a joke. It's serious. It's not for the faint of heart. But you push through. You push through and you healed. And you're being rewarded. And there's going to be those that haven't healed, that haven't pushed through, that haven't done the work, that haven't done what you did, that didn't do any of the shit. And they're going to look at you living this life and, man, they're not going to be happy about it. They're going to be mad. They're going to feel some type of way. They're going to be jealous. They're going to be envious, man. Just be aware. And you already know that. That's just is what it is. They don't want to do the work. They're going to see you celebrating your wish fulfillment and, whatever. They're going to wonder why it's not them. Well, I hope they find out the answer as to why it's not them. So maybe they can figure out how to make it them. So they can stop keeping their eyes on you. But regardless, you're receiving this. This is a huge return on your investment. I had mentioned in another reading that God has put this huge investment in you, that you are this investment, and you're about to receive the return. I was about to give you the return of your investment. Okay? You've been going through a long tribulation, a very heavy mission. Man, there's things that exist in this world that people wouldn't believe. And that's why, like, when I channel heavier messages, like ones that are like, there's some dark shit in there, there's some heavy things in there, there's a lot of like things a lot of people don't want to admit goes on in this world. I'll always see in the comment, you need to chill out, you need to calm down. It's not, and I'm like, no, I don't. I gave the exact message for the person that's actually going through the hell you don't understand needed. Not everyone's going to understand your path. People aren't even going to think it's possible. They're going to mock it. They're going to whatever. Man, it doesn't matter. Your path is your path. Walk it. You got it. I really feel like a lot of this energy is many individuals have came to a completion. Many of you are transitioning in the sense of like completing this. Now some of you is like, there's this one timeline I'm feeling for someone, and it's not like you have like a few months of like a bunch of like agony and hell. It's more so of like you learning how to put yourself first and realizing that you're okay. And as you do that, this fire is going to rise within you, and this fire will turn you into a diamond. So there is someone that's like, you're actually not going through the spiritual warfare that you used to. And that's, you got to heal that. You have to realize you're not anymore, and you're stronger and they're weaker. Now, during this whole time, what's remaining of your enemies are decaying, essentially. They're energetically decaying. They're rotting. And you are gaining in energy. It's a return of energy. It's because of what they were doing. It's because of what they are and what you are. Okay. So if it resonates and makes sense, great. If it doesn't, it might not be your message. Okay. All right. So as this is happening, you're going to witness for the next few months, kind of like this silent two worlds existing. Their world's going to exist. Your world's going to exist. They're not really going to have the energy, will, or drive to fight you anymore because they're dying, essentially. Like energetically, they're decaying, they're weakening, their spirit is broken, they don't have the will to fight you, they feel defeated, they know judgment and karma is coming for them, and they're at the end of the road. And honestly, their mental health is declining. I'm just being honest with you. Meanwhile, you're focused on your work, you're focused on yourself, and you just got to learn how to continue to cleanse this energy off you, how to pour back into yourself, how to fortify your energies, and to feel good about yourself and where you are right now, and to understand that, yes, this has gone on for an extremely long time, and that can weigh on someone. That can really cause someone to grow weary. I am growing weary, God, from battle. It's been going on for a very long time. But I want you to know that you have now gotten to the point to where they're diminishing. And they're losing, they're weakening. They don't even have the gumption to form a weapon against you anymore. They're just sad and limp, like a wilted flower. Okay, like that's just what they got to go through. And I feel like this is going to go on for a few months. And during this time, you're going to be empowered, and they're going to be disempowered. And this is also part of their judgment because of what they were doing to you. They need to watch you rise up regardless and watch them fall and descend. And they also are going to be tormented spiritually by these demons and spirits and things. And then they're going to face their judgment. But it's going to take some time before they do. And during this time, while you're waiting, or while we're in the between of it haven't happened yet, just focus on yourself and understand that they're weaker now and you're getting stronger. And know that, yes, at some point in time, there will be convictions or deaths or arrests, or there'll be something. It is coming. You know it is. But first, this energy transfer needs to be complete. It's a transaction. Okay. There's like little dots underneath you, and like their energy is going to you. Their energy is going to you. And then when that's complete, then they can face the rest of their judgment. But you need what's yours back. All right. Now, for someone else, you have been going through like nonstop battles recently, like as of today, as of yesterday, I mean, as of the day before. Something about 8 a.m. I don't know why, or 8, maybe it was 8 p.m., but I thought it was 8 a.m. Like someone waking up first thing in the morning, like at 8 a.m. and like, like starting something first thing in the morning. Like you've been very consistent, or you've been trying to get more consistent. Okay, that's good. That is good. Because like when you repeat the same thing at a consistent time and interval, if you were to zoom out and look at you moving through space and time, you're creating a pattern, you're creating a wave of energy, and it gets stronger, and you're sinking in that pattern every time you sink in and line up with that same thing, and it gains exponentially over time, even more momentum, more power, because it's not just you saying it today. I'm saying it today with the increased weight of every time I've said it before today. And then when I say it tomorrow, and then when I say it the next day, and it accumulates. So if someone is trying to like practice a scheduled or a structure or something like because of the attacks or because of what you're going against, you have to. Like, man, some people really don't understand this shit can kill you. You can die from this. People don't understand that. Just sit there and gaslight you and say we're fucking crazy and all of this is psychotic and blah 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 blah, you know. And I love them because they come in the comments and they help me get monetized off their hate. So thank you for watching me, and thank you for commenting your ignorant bullshit, because I just laugh at it and I get monetized from it. So thank you for being my favorite hater. I love you. All right, so regardless, back to the rest of the collective. So not everyone's going to understand, you know? But I want you to know it's real to you, ain't it? Okay, then. That's all that matters. There's others in the comments that have been through similar. And those of you that share the craziness, the testimonies, those of you that are brave enough to share in the comments, thank you. Thank you. You help me, you help others. There's so many people that don't comment that you have no idea how they benefit from those that do. I'm serious. Because it really shows how connected we all are. It really gives people like, you're not alone. There's others that are going through this. We can do this. We're strengthened together. Now also be aware, like I said, there are haters in the comments sometimes. I do a pretty good job at policing them, but there's some that are just like super haters and will like constantly create accounts, and like I just don't have time for that. So like, if you see those and they respond to you and they say something ignorant about you in your comment, and they say something ignorant about me, or they blaspheming God, just know woe to them and they're a hater, and that has nothing to do with you. And just, you know, let's just maintain a positive space for others. Thank you for those that do that. Okay. We got the strength and we have the magician. And that's really what this is talking about, is you alchemizing this, you transmuting all this energy, and you shaping the reality to your will, essentially. Like, I don't know if you remember the scripture, but it said God was at my right hand. That's what it said. Chariot. Just split the deck to the chariot and now the sun. With the universe and the star. You're going to completely close this out, and you're going to free yourself, and you're going to be liberated. Yeah, I could have sat here and focused on the money and the blessings and all the physical and the material that's coming in, but that's not what matters. Man, it's the joy. It's the protection. It's the stability. It's the peace. It's not being touched. It's not being disturbed. That's the most important part about this reading, in my opinion, is you having this diamond light armor around you, and no one can stop you. This is why you've been attacked your whole life, because they never wanted to see you become this diamond. Because once when you became this diamond, it was over for them. And there's many others becoming diamonds too. So what do you think is going to happen when there's more diamonds than there is coal? It's going to take a little bit to get there. But individuals like you are helping us stay ahead of the wave, stay ahead of the curve. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we've made some shifts. We have made some shifts, and we may be a little ahead on some things, and you know, maybe some things are where they are anyways. But I do feel this positive moving forward, and there's people that aren't understanding what they're witnessing, what they're seeing. It's a return of energy. Those of you that your situations with your enemies that are causing this spiritual warfare and this battles to you, if there is things like feds or justice or courts or crimes or convictions or any of that, I want you to know that it'll happen in divine timing. It'll happen in divine timing. Right now, this is the message. And I do sense those energies in there, but it's like, do you really want them to get locked up before you get everything that's yours back from them? I don't. I want you to get the full justice, you know? So be patient with God. Be patient. God's very thorough, and there may be others attached to this. And what you're awaiting justice on might be connected to the biggest freaking stink hole on this planet, and it is so much bigger than what we realize, and that's what's taking so long. Because it's got to go all the way up and all the way down and then through and all the branches and all the stems and all the, yeah, it's a lot. And there's so much fucking corruption. It's like, yeah, I could have just went ahead and, you know, got the paperwork from the judge and signed off. But what's the point if the judge that you're going in front of is corrupted too? I got to take this up higher than that. And that's what you got. A lot of you are dealing with. You're dealing with it needing to go up higher, it needing to go up higher, it needing to go up higher, because those that are actually in the light, that are investigating this, that are looking into this, they're seeing just how deep this corruption is. And what would be the point of giving you half justice? That's not justice. Let's say they got arrested tomorrow, right now. That would seem great, right? But if it was all just a trick, they got arrested, but they go in front, they get arrested by their buddy. They get bonded out right then and there. They don't even get taken to the magistrate's office. They get taken to their buddy's house for some drinks. Then they go to the judge, and they don't even go to the courtroom. Nah, they go to the dinner table at the judge's house. Man, does that sound like justice? Fuck no, it ain't. That ain't justice. And the officials that are of the light know it. And that's what's going on. That's why it's delayed. So right now, enjoy the energy return. Right now, enjoy pouring into yourself and knowing you can't be touched, and their day is coming. Their day is coming, and they're getting weaker, and you're getting stronger, and that's the point. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you on the next collective message.